guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lissa and I'm just joining the booktube world. The thing that I'm doing a little bit different is doing it out in nature. So today we are out in Higgins Point, which is in Coeur d'Alene in North Idaho. It is beautiful today. We have some gorgeous views that you just saw and some people are out on boats. It's just a really nice day. So I thought we'd come out here, film a little video today. And today we're gonna be doing the Booktube Newbie tag. It's just a list of 10 questions all about being a booktuber, and I thought that would be a fun way to kind of get this channel rolling a little bit. So let's make some tea and get into it. Alright, so question number one is, why did you start this channel? So I've toyed back and forth with doing YouTube a number of times. I've started things a bunch of times and then I've stopped, and this time I wanted to do something that I actually have a really solid interest in. I've tried to pursue makeup, I may do some here and there, but this is what I have my degree in, that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to go back to books, go back to schooling stuff, talk about writing, which might help me, start writing even more. Okay, question number two. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? So, funny enough, I actually don't really watch any booktubers. I have watched some videos here and there, but I don't consistently watch them. So I'm hoping that pretty much everything I bring is a little unique. I think the consistent thing that I see in the booktube world is that everybody kind of talks about young adult novels. I know there's some that do adult literature as well, but a lot is, young adult novels, and they're all sitting in front of a bookcase, and it's beautiful, and I love that, but I want to do something a little different. I love the outdoors. I love nature and just all things pretty, so trying to bring a little outdoors to the booktube world. Question number three, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I would say meeting people that have similar interests. I moved to a whole new location, and I'm not really friends with any of the people that I was in school with, except for my good friend Devin, but I had a writing group and everything. I'm not really friends with them anymore, and I would love to meet some people that have an interest in writing and literature like I do, and I'm hoping it's a good way to keep up with my friends that are far away from me now, that have shared the same interests in that world. So that's what I'm excited for. It's just the community I'm hoping for. Question number four, why do you love reading? So fun fact, I was actually a selective mute child, and so I didn't talk a lot to anybody, and so books kind of became my little escape. It was like characters. This sounds so lame. Characters were like my friends though, and I loved being able to just live in all these different worlds for a little while and live through somebody else, because I grew up so shy and self-conscious and afraid that it was always exciting for me to live these stories that I thought I would never have of my own. So that's kind of what got me into reading. And then I went into English in college because I decided that I loved reading so much that I wanted to hopefully convince other people to love reading and writing and all things literature, book related, and anything like that. So that's kind of how I got into it. All right, question number five. What book or series got you into reading? Harry Potter, hands down. I feel like that's probably a lot of people's answers, but Harry Potter, I think the first book came out when I was in 4th grade. So that was totally my escape. That was my fun thing. That was the first book that I remember reading as a chapter book, and that's what really got me into page turners and books without pictures to rely on as the story builds. So that was my first real chapter book, and I loved that. So of course, Harry Potter. I'll be doing more videos on Harry Potter down the line, because that's still a favorite today. All right, question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So, truth be told, I really don't watch a lot of booktubers. I think I said that in an earlier question, but I don't really watch a lot of them, so I don't know who I would ask, and I don't know what I would ask, I guess. I mean, it's not something I've really delved into too much. I'll probably start watching more and try to get more into the community now that I am here, but I think the only one I've consistently watched for a while is Haley in Bookland. If I'm saying it right, I hope I'm saying it right. So yeah, as far as what questions I would ask, I don't really know. I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know what I'd ask. Okay, well, we'll just move on. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I would say oversaturation. There's a lot of people that do it already, so like I said, trying to bring something different to the table that interests people, that doesn't put them off because it's too different. So I don't know, I'm just trying to bring a new little bit of energy, new little bit of life to it. So that's kind of my part. I think the hardest part will just be kind of learning the whole process, but that is the process. You just learn as you go. Question number 8. When did you start reading? As early as I can remember, I think. I don't think there was a specific time. My parents read to me when I was a little kid, before I could read, and then I think the earliest book I remember actually reading, and not just reading because I memorized it, was Hop on Pop by Dr. Seuss. So as early as that, I've been reading, and as early as probably 4th grade with Harry Potter, I was actually toting a book around with me most places and reading consistently. So let's go with 4th grade was when I really started reading. Question number 9, where do you read? I read everywhere. I feel like that's a strange question, because if you're actually an avid reader, you probably read anywhere and everywhere. I don't have like a special little spot that I hunker down in and read, and that's the only place I will read. I take a book with me pretty much everywhere. Okay. Books all around me at all times. I take one to work, I read on my lunch break, I read when I'm in line somewhere, if it's going to be a while. I take a book to appointments if I have to sit in a waiting room. I'll read in the park, I'll read in my car. I read anywhere. I don't know. I don't have a specific spot. I'd like a nice little reading nook one day, but for right now, anywhere I have a little time to open a book. Okay, last question. Question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? So I read a little bit of everything. I like everything from young adult novels to adult novels to stuff that's considered children's stuff like Harry Potter. I don't think there's a limit on what is considered adult literature, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But I love horror story. I also love nonfiction, as long as somebody's got a really good story. Wild from Cheryl Strayed is one of my favorites. And I also really like to read novels that are like purple prose. A lot of people hate those, but I actually really love stuff that is very imagery based and has a lot of vivid detail like that. So one of them that I'm reading right now is The Secret History. I forget the author, I'll pop it below. But that one's really great. It has a lot of imagery. It's very like autumny too, so I love that. But that's probably what I read. I read a little bit of anything. I'm not too picky. I'll read sci-fi, I'll read fiction, horror, whatever. Yeah. All right, and that's all the questions. All right, guys, I think that's all I've got for you today. So thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to tickle that like button a little bit, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know next time that I upload. I think I'm gonna try to upload on Tuesdays, so I hope to see you then. Thanks, bye.